Hey everyone, welcome to the Alba method and day 2 of our 30-day movement challenge. So for today's class, it is all about the core body. We're going to be working not just our superficial abs, but we're going to be working some of those deeper core muscles. I want you to remember that your core is like an inner tube, so it wraps all the way around your body. So not only do we need to work the front side of our midline, we also need to work the back side. Today, you're just going to need your body and your mat, and when you're ready, let's get started. All right, so for today's class, we're going to start on our back. So go ahead and lay down. And from here, I want you to bring your feet right underneath your knees. You're going to bring your arms down by your sides. And I want you to just gently close the eyes. And just allow yourselves to relax for a moment. Let the shoulders relax, let the low back relax. Just take a couple breaths. Get connected to the core body. Get connected to the entire body, noticing if you're holding any tension anywhere. And just preparing ourselves for the practice. Good. On your next inhale, I want you to open the eyes. You're going to reach your arms up and over the head with the palms up, finding a little gentle stretch through the upper body. So letting the low back come off the mat. And then as you exhale, you're going to take away that space. So you're going to press your low back into the mat. You're going to lift your chest. You're going to reach for the top of your mat and hold, feeling that core turn on. Good. Slowly release that. Bring the arms up overhead, taking that low back space and creating it. And then again, bringing the arms down towards the legs, lifting the chest, crunching up, feeling that core engage. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up overhead. Let that low back arch happen. Exhale, take away that space. So close the gap as you lift your chest and feel the core turn on. Beautiful. Last time. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. And exhale, closing that gap, lifting the chest. Pause here. Start to pulse those arms up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to keep that core body engaged. Take the hands behind the head. Keeping the chest lifted, pull your knees in towards your chest. Now start to point the toes and extend your legs. We're going to cross left. We're going to bring that right elbow towards your left knee. Not all the way, but just a nice slight engagement. And then switch. Good. Finding these scissor crunches. And not crunching through the neck, but keeping the gaze up. And if the knees are bent, that's okay. Here's 8. 7, not moving too fast, not moving too slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull that right knee into your chest. Release the left heel to the mat. Hold. Now start to lift the chest, bringing that forehead towards the knee. Elevate that left heel. Switching out the legs. So pull the left knee in, and we'll find a little pump of that left knee. Pull the right knee in, find a little pump, pulse, switch. Left knee pulls in, pump, pulse, and switch. Good. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to end on that left side and now release the head. Pull both knees into your chest. Pause. Good. From here, rock yourself up to a seat or turn onto one side and come on up. Scooting to the middle of the mat, pull the knees back in. Good. So we're going to plant the feet a little bit at an angle and we're going to lean back. And rather than rounding through the spine, we're going to lean back with the chest, keeping a nice long spine. Good. From here, we're just going to cross right elbow towards the left side of the body. Come back to center. To the right, left elbow goes towards the right side. Come back to center. Notice how I'm keeping a long spine and I'm just twisting through that mid-spine, keeping the legs stable, keeping the chest lifted. Good. Don't forget to breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1, come back to center. Bring the hands underneath the knees and pull the knees in towards your chest. Find your balance here. Good. So now we're going to point the toes. I'm going to keep a nice soft grip behind the knees, and I'm just going to tap the mat and bring the legs about parallel with the knees. So we're just tapping the mat with our toes, parallel with the knees. Tap, parallel. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now start to extend the right leg. Come back to parallel. Left leg, back to parallel. Right, parallel. And if it doesn't go all the way straight, that's okay. We're working to get there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, cross the ankles, and we'll come on to our bellies. So extending those legs back behind you. And I want you to quite literally bring your hips underneath you. So we're shortening the front side of our pelvis, widening the back side of our pelvis. Hands are going to come underneath the shoulders. The thumbs want to touch almost the bottom of your rib cage here. And we're going to press through the tops of the feet. From here, keeping the glutes nice and strong the entire time. Now start to pull your belly button off the mat to lift the chest. Here, rather than crunching through the neck, I want you to keep your head in line with your shoulders. Pressing through the tops of the feet, start to float those hands. We're going to find these little baby back crunches. It's not a big movement, so you're just going to drop down a little and then lift. Drop and lift, keeping the hands floating and the elbows pulling back. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift the chest, extend those arms out in front of you. Find a Superman by lifting the feet, lifting the arms. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands underneath you, tuck the toes, and go ahead and press yourself back to a quick child's pose here, taking the hips towards the heels and the forehead towards the mat. Just breathe. Good. From here, go ahead and rise up. From here, I want you to come down to the forearms, making this L shape. So shoulder, elbow, wrist. We want to make that nice 90-degree angle and then press through the forearms so that my backside widens. I'm going to walk my feet back and find this forearm plank. Good. So from here, keeping the belly in, we're just going to rock forward and back. Forward and back. We're not using momentum here, and we're not swinging and forcing the body forward and back. We're controlling the movement to create that strength through the core and through the shoulders. Good. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release those knees. Pause. Take a breath and relax. And then we're going to come right back to that space. So we're going to come back to that forearm plank, setting yourself up. Watch that we're not sending our hips too high, but that our hips come right in line. Good. Now from here, we're going to take that right leg up and release. And left. Release. Right. Release. Left. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, control, 6, stay with it, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Lift that left leg, release, and drop down to the knees. Open those knees wide and press yourself back to a quick child's pose. Take a break. Notice the difference. Notice the heat. Let everything absorb. Good. From here, we're going to come into downward facing dog. So send those hips up and back and pause here. Good. From here, we're going to start to take these plank to down dog shifts. So you're going to shift forward to plank, one long line of energy, and then shift back to down dog. Do that 2 more times just to notice the movement and what has to happen in the body. Good. On this last one, you're going to shift forward. We're going to stagger the heels. We're going to roll to the right, reach that left arm up. Now from here, we're going to bend that left elbow, reach through the right side, coming back to that side plank. Here we go. Here's 8. It's not a huge movement. 7. We're getting right into that side body. 6. Good. Keep that right shoulder stable. Here's 4. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, we control the release. Bring that left hand down, send the heels up, send the hips up for downward facing dog. Take a breath and let it go. Good. Second side, shifting forward to that plank. Roll to the left, heels stay staggered, reach that right arm up. Keeping this left arm nice and stable. This right arm's the only thing that moves, so we reach through and up, through and up. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, and 5. Stay with it. You got it. 4. Don't forget to breathe. 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. We're going to control that release. So coming back through plank into downward facing dog. Pause here. Take a breath. Beautiful. Adding on. Shift forward to that plank position. Take the feet wide. Now we're just going to find these little taps through the core. We're not going to let our hips shift side to side. We're going to maintain the stability, and left arm's going to touch right shoulder. Right arm touches left shoulder. Left arm touches right. Right arm touches left. My hips move a little, but not much. We want to make sure that we're staying stable in the pelvis. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that plank. Here, take a nice wide down dog stretch. Just breathe. So good. Check in with the body, check in with the breath. Beautiful. Good. From here, we're going to take that right shin out to the side. You're going to step your left foot out. So that right hand supports your knee and ankle are in line with each other. Left hand is going to come to the left hip. Here, we're going to lift that left leg. We're going to tap the mat, pointing the toes, and lift. We're going to tap and lift, working into this oblique and working into this hip. Keeping that leg nice and stable, keeping the right side of the body nice and stable. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg up. Start to take that left arm over the ear. Now we're going to crunch left elbow to left knee and extend. Good. Left elbow to left knee and extend. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend the leg. Coming back through to tabletop, reset, and now those left toes come in line with the left knee, stepping that right leg out. Remember, left shoulder stacks over left wrist, left hip stacks over left knee. Point the toes, keeping the hand on the hip. We'll tap and lift. Tap, lift. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. Stay with it. 4. Almost there. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now take that arm over the ear, and now we'll crunch. Right knee to right elbow. Extend it out. Knee to elbow. Extend it out. Good. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Control that release. Coming back through tabletop. Good. Pause here. Take a round of cat and cow just to reset. Let it absorb. And now we'll come back to our forearm plank. So walk those feet back, finding that forearm plank. Now we're going to find these little dips. We don't want to dip too much. We want to control. So right hip dips down, center. Left hip, center. Right hip, center. Let's go. Here's 8, 7. Don't skip the middle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to that forearm plank. Now we're going to find these forearm mountain climbers. So left knee's going to come to the left tricep, step back. Right knee, right tricep, step back. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Keep the elbows as they are. Walking the elbows in towards the ribs. Press through the tops of the feet and imagine your elbows dragging back towards you as you lift the heart. Good. From here, coming onto the belly, palms out in front of you. We're going to keep the toes pointed and the hands down. And then what I want you to do is lifting up everything and control. Lift everything and control. Let's go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Release that and pause. Bring your arms down by your side. Take your left ear to the mat and your gaze to the right. And then switch. Good. Come back to center. Now what I want you to do is kind of zip up your legs so that you have one leg. Bring your palms to the mat. Shoulders stay down. Chin stays down. My hands are going to stay connected. I'm just going to lift my heart and roll my shoulder blades together. Lift the legs. Good. Now I'm just going to lower and lift. We want to imagine the hands dragging back as we lift the heart. Here we go. Here's 8, 7. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. 6, 5, 4, 3. On this last one, you're going to hold it up. Hold it up. Lift your arms, reach back behind you. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Open those knees wide. Sit your hips to your heels and come into that child's pose shape. Just pause. Take a breath. Let everything settle. Good. Coming into downward facing dog. Pause here. Shift the hips side to side. Press through the heels. Last exercise we have before we come onto our backs. Go ahead and lift that right leg up to the sky. Now from here, you're going to pull your knee into your chest, stack shoulders over wrists. Nothing's going to move but that right knee. We're going to take it to the outside of the right arm and then to the inside. So getting some hip mobility here. So we're just tick-tocking that right knee in and out of that right arm. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it into the chest. Find that three-legged down dog shape, extend, and release downward facing dog. Pause. Take an inhale and let it go. Good. Inhale, reach that left leg up. Same thing. Shift forward to that plank with the knee pulling into the chest. Stay here. Now start to tick-tock that knee. In and out of that left arm. Again, not swinging the knee, but using momentum and control. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. I hope that core's on fire. Come back to that 3-legged dog. Extend and release. Take a breath. And let it go. So good. Go ahead and come on down to the knees, and we'll shift back onto our butt. Coming onto the back, pull the knees into the chest. Good. Just let everything settle, let everything absorb. Take a full body stretch here, so point the toes, reach the arms overhead, stretch the belly. And then bringing the hands to the hips, bring the feet together, let the knees open. Good. From here, I want you to lift the feet. So keeping the feet together, hands behind the head. We're going to draw elbows to knees, lifting the butt, and then come down. Elbows to knees, and down. Good. Here's 8, 7. May feel a little awkward, but it's working. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull those knees into the chest. Cactus the arms. Drop the knees to the right as you look left. So good. Use your core to come back through to center and over to the left as you gaze right. Good. Coming back to center. Take that full body stretch once again. Point the toes. Reach the arms overhead. And then slide the hands down by your sides. And just find a moment of stillness here. Letting everything relax. Letting that heart rate come down. Letting everything absorb. Just breathe. Notice how the body feels. Notice what even 20 minutes does to change the mindset and to change how we feel. Good. Point those toes, reach those arms up overhead one last time, taking that full body stretch, and pull the knees into your chest. And either roll to one side or just rock yourself up to a seat, and coming with the legs crossed at the top of your space. Bring the hands together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath and let the shoulders relax as you bow your chin to your chest. Always giving yourself that honor and that grace for showing up, for carving out the space, for taking the time. Give yourself that salute. Good. And this energy, it's yours to keep. You get to take it with you the rest of your day. So hold on to it. Take those thumbs, place them right between the brow. As you lift your gaze, we find gratitude for whatever it is you're grateful for today. Grateful for this space, grateful for this practice. We bow with that gratitude. Namaste. Way to go, you guys. Congrats on accomplishing day 2. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Ciao.